Hey, good evening, everyone. Paul McMann here with Forex Smart Trade. So glad you could be with us this Monday evening, June 21st. At Forex Smart Trade, our mission is to help you become the best version of yourself. And we do that by teaching you how to currency trade with our super accurate proprietary trading indicators and our best in the business one-on-one training. In this session, I focus on using two specific signals. One is something we call the 10-point trade. The other is something we call a thick orange line trade. So with that, let us get going, and we will start by. We got to listen to this guy. So let's do that.
Due to federal and state regulations, we are providing the following disclosure. Please stay tuned, as this will take less than a minute. Foreign exchange, futures, and cryptocurrency trading are highly risky, and you can lose all the money you invest should you decide to engage in live trading. We are not responsible for your investment, trading, or tax decisions. We are not licensed financial advisors, traders, accountants, stockbrokers, or attorneys. We are not licensed commodities brokers and do not engage in or facilitate commodities transactions. We are not an introducing broker, and we make no recommendation as to where you should invest or what broker you should trade with. As you apply what you learn, we recommend you seek advice from licensed professionals. Any trade results that we show should not be considered typical of our students. We do not and cannot track the results or performance of our students' private trading accounts. We do not know what a typical or average student earns or loses trading. This is not a get-rich-quick program, guaranteed system, or business opportunity. We sell training and trading tools. We make no promises our training or tools will generate future income for students, and you may not make your investment back, including your investment in this training. Any redistribution or recording of this material is strictly prohibited without advance written permission.
All right. In addition to this session, we have several other live trade sessions. Let's pull that up. I do another session tomorrow morning at 6:30 Eastern Time and Thursday morning 6:30 Eastern Time. We've got an intro to, and this is for our light members. Light members are people doing the trial. We've got an intro to coaching session at 9:30 a.m. Eastern on Tuesdays and 10 p.m. Eastern on Thursdays. And then Wednesday evening, we've got the light member meeting at 9 p.m. Eastern. You should, as a light, to get the most out of this, you should be attending all of those. We want you to see how accurate our tools are. And the best way to see how accurate they are is to watch somebody who knows how to use them trade. As you get into trading, the training program, you'll see we've got many more live trade sessions. We've got a live trade session in the morning. We have a live trade session in the evening. We do a live trade session on Sunday. And then we've got additional instruction on Saturday. So lots of sessions. I like to work off of a little bit of a checklist to make sure I'm covering everything. So first thing I like to do is check that my green chart and CoinEx are live. Yes, I know I am still using the old version of green chart. I need to switch over to the new version. The new version's web-based, as you know. And if you're on the web-based version, it is live. On the old version, we needed to check to make sure that we are let me turn this off here. So sorry. On the web-based version or on the computer version, you need to check and make sure that it's live. I do that by checking up here and checking down here. So I know I'm live. I want to check my CoinEx is connected. So let's pop that up. This is a demo account, and I see the numbers moving over here on the left. So I know I'm connected to a live account. Review of yesterday, last week, we had a net positive week. It is good to go through your trades every day. Like going back a week is a little bit hard because it's hard to remember. Good practice to take a screenshot of the signal before you take it. And then if the trade doesn't go as you think, we can go back and kind of figure out what you saw that may not have been right. So, and I've seen lots of situations where people misinterpreted the signal, and by looking at what they were looking at, it's a simple fix. So we had a net positive week. We just missed this AUD NZD by just a fraction of a pip. But so be it. Net week is positive, and that's what we're looking for. It's about progress, not perfection. So before we trade, we are technical traders. But in addition to the kind of the technical, the ability to track how the price action is moving, news also impacts currency prices. So we want to know what the news is and be able to make sure we trade around it. So with that, we'd like to go to forexfactory.com. There are several sites that do it, but Forex Factory it breaks the news down into kind of 3 different levels. Yellow is low impact, orange is medium impact, and red is high impact. Right now, the next news item coming up is this NZD at 11 p.m. tonight. Going forward, I don't see anything red until the 2 o'clock USD. So any trades that we take tonight, we're not going to hit this. And most likely tonight, we're not going to be taking a USD trade. We're going to focus on pairs that are evening pairs that trade in the night. So that would be the yen, the Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar. So we've got nothing to worry about. We got clear sailing until we get that. On red items, I like to be out of the market 2 hours before so that I don't get stuck holding something where the news shoots it one way or the other. All right, so with that, let's start doing our analysis. So the first part of my analysis, what we're looking at here, I call this the composite chart. I've got 4 different composite charts where I've got 6 different currency pairs on a chart, and they're 60-minute chart, which means the candle 60-minute. And I am looking for the initial setup on what I call the 10-point trade. So on the 10-point trade, we are going to start with the middle section, which is the majors and minors. The red and green lines are major indicators. The blue and black lines are minor indicators. The red line, horizontal red line, is what we call the oversold line. Blue line is the overbought line. Real quick, when the lines are down below the red line, the market's oversold. That's a good opportunity for a buy. Likewise, when the lines are above the blue, the market's overbought. That's a good opportunity for a sell. So we're going to just cruise through these, and I'm going to look specifically for the pairs that are good to trade at night. So Europe pound, it's nighttime in Europe, so that's not a good pair to trade. Australian dollar, Japanese yen, it is the beginning of the morning there. I am looking for situations. We are overbought here, but we are midway through the channel. I'd like to catch the lines when they are above the blue line. Now, even though this isn't quite halfway, I might consider it, but I want all the lines pointing down. And as you see here, the majors are going down, the minors are going up. So I want consistency. The key to being a good trader is being able to take high probability trades. We're able to get high probability trades by having as many of the signals or the indicators going in the right direction. So right here, I don't have enough. Now, when there's a disagreement on indicators, I pay more attention to what the red and green are doing versus the black and gray. But in this case, I want them going all in the same direction, so I'm going to pass. European CAD, it's not the right time. Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar. Okay, it is nighttime in both of these, or it's morning time in both of these places. Morning time means more trading activity. The indicators work better when there's more trading activity. So I am overbought. I've got the majors going down and the minors going sideways, and that kind of ticks me off a little bit because I like this. This down move is nice and steep. What I would normally do if I had the minors going down, I would then jump up to the TNTs, and I count how many lines are going in the right direction that supports this. Two orange lines are going, thick orange lines going down steeply. Thin orange line is also going down. So that's two lines. The blue lines are inversely related. So when blue is going up, that means down. The two blue lines are going up. If I have 3 out of the 4 of these lines going in the right direction that supports this, that's a good trade. I've got all 4. So I get a check off of this box. And now the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to look down at my pressure indicator. Closer and steeper these lines are, the stronger the signal. I have got up pressure here, but if you notice, the red line just crossed on top. Red line just crossed on top. That is an 8th point. 3 point. Well, I don't have 3 points here because the minors aren't going down yet. But if I did, I would like this trade. I'd have 3 points here, 4 points here, and 1 point here. But the minors aren't there yet. So we're going to pass. Pound yen. Pound yen. It's the middle of the night in England, but it is trading time here, so we will get activity. So again, let's take a look. We start in the middle with the majors and minors. Everybody's going down. All the lines are clustered. I love this. This is a nice signal here. All above. So we've got the goal is if we catch the signal up here, we're going to get to ride it all the way through till it gets to the other side of the channel. So we've got part 1 of the setup. Now I'm going to go up to my minors. Oh, excuse me, not my minors, my TNTs. Sorry, it's getting late in the day here. The 2 orange lines are going down, which 2 points for that. Dotted blue is going down, which means up, but the thick blue is going up, which means down. So I've got 3 of the 4 here. I got to have at least 3 of the 4 to make this go. And then I look at my pressure. My pressure is up pressure, but it's weak because I've got this big gap between the lines. And it's starting to go sideways, and the red is on top. Red on top gives me a point. So I've got 3 points here, 3 points here, 1 point here. I like it. I've got 7 points. So now the question is, I got 7 points. What is this trade worth? How do I figure out how many pips I want to take? So what I'm going to do is I am going to open up the pound yen full chart. And I haven't traded this in a long, long time, so I know it's not going to be here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my USD, Euro USD chart, and I'm going to convert it over to a pound yen chart. On the pound yen, so I'm going to go here to symbol. I'm going to go to find, go to pound, pound yen. I click OK. Now it's different with more of a project, I think, to create new charts on the new one. But once you've created them, you can save them. So here it's very fast to create them. First thing I want to do, if I go back to my little pilot's checklist, is I want to know where the support and resistance is, what the trend is, and what the channels are. So to do that, I'm going to open up my clean chart. And actually, let's just go back for a second. On my charts, the way I like to have them set up, and depending on what your trade routine is going to be or your trade plan, what's the principal signal you're going to trade off of, you're going to have different setups. But I like to look at a 2.5 minute, a 30 minute, a 60 minute, a 2-hour chart, a 4-hour chart, and a day chart. So, and then I also like to have a clean chart. So let us get this so we can look at it a little better. So I am going to go back on these charts. I only have 90 days worth of data. So I'm going to go in and drop my support and resistance. Support is spots where the candles seem to naturally stop. So I am going to look and see if I can identify some of those. So it seems to stop naturally in here. In here, it's kind of coming right up to the resistance line. Back in here, it bounces off. Back in here, it bounces. So let us keep seeing what we can figure out. Stops a little bit here, a little bit here. Let's put one above. Stopped right in here, right in here, right in here, over here, over here, over here. So knowing these support and resistances helped me figure out how many pips I want to take, knowing that when the price gets right around these lines, it's going to stop and there's going to be a little bit of a bounce. So we've got one above, one below. Let's do one more below. Stopped right about in here, right in here. Now, let me just go ahead and save this. Save as Great Britain pound, JPY. Now, the issue with the Great Britain pound JPY is it's very volatile. It moves very quickly and very fast. And now, what are the other two things that I wanted to know? You remember? I want to know what the trend is. The trend helps me figure out how many pips I want to take. So if we go back, about a week, we've got a downtrend, but today we're trading into an uptrend. So I don't really call a day a trend, but the last day it's been going up. Actually, let me just take if we start here. So if I start here, it's just about broken out of this channel. So if I'm taking a sell trade in a downtrend, I'm going to take less pips than if I'm taking a buy trade. If I'm taking a sell trade in a downtrend, I will take more pips than if I'm taking a buy trade in a downtrend. So right now we've been going up and we are hitting this resistance line. So let's make it so it's a little easier so we can see it. Pull it up a little bit and make the lines look a little bit. And I'd like to know how much room I have to each of these lines. So I take my little charting tool and it's telling me I've got 11 pips up and I got 48 pips down. 11 pips up and 48 pips down. Now we are looking at a sell trade. So I got plenty of room down. Now the question is, I want to know, am I getting support for this sell trade? So to know if I'm getting support, I'm going to go take a look at my 2-hour chart. So I'm overbought, which is good, but I'm going sideways. My majors and minors are going sideways. The minors are starting to come down a little bit, but I really care more about what the majors are doing. The red line is on top. If I go down and look at the pressure, the lines are closer together, so that it's more up pressure, but the red line has crossed over. Now, this is a little bit unusual here because normally when I see a red line cross over, I am going to see a red candle on the next candle. I don't have that here. Got a green candle. So I'm a little surprised at that, but it does happen. And then on the 2-hour chart, again, I'm looking for support that's telling me things are going down. Now, I'm getting, I know, it's eventually going to go down because we're overbought, but I'm looking for support in the signal to see that it's going down. And right now, the miners are sideways. They're down. I got the cross, but it's kind of sideways more than down. And the majors are kind of still going up. Now we've lost some, the green line. This section of the green line is less steep than this section of the green line. That's good, but we're not going down. Ideally, I want to see these guys starting to come down and these guys starting to come down. The pressure here is up pressure with green on top and the gap. Usually the gap means I'm going to do a little bit of retracement. And if I look at the day chart's telling me still up, and it looks like green is ready to cross over. So on the day, we're going to get some push up. The question is, am I going to get a little bit of a down push now? I look at my 30-minute. We're in the middle, and majors are going sideways. And on the 2.5 minute, we're overbought and not coming back yet. I guess my issue is the 2-hour isn't quite there. The 2-hour isn't quite there. I'm going to pass on this. I don't like it enough. This is a nice setup. But I just don't have the support on my 2-hour and 4-hour to feel comfortable taking it. So let's keep looking and see what else we got. Euro AUD. We're in the middle of the channel, so I'm going to pass on that. Canadian Japanese yen. We're more than halfway through the middle of the channel, so I'm going to pass. If the green line wasn't quite at the halfway mark, I will take it, even though it's in the channel. But we're more than halfway here. Euro New Zealand. Overbought. Everybody's coming down. 2 orange lines going down. Dotted blue coming up. Dotted blue coming up means down. Thick orange or thick blue is going down, which means up. So I got 3 of the 4 here. This is weird pressure. The green line it's kind of sideways, but the green line is going down. The green line is going down, and the red is going sideways. And pressure isn't quite there. I like the green line going down, but the red line isn't. It looks like it's trying to go down. It's gone down as far as it can go based on the scale. You know what? Let's take a look. Let's take a look at this. Let's take a look at the full chart of this. So I'm going to take this guy. I'm going to save him before we save. And let's open up the, what was it? Pound New Zealand dollar. No, was it pound New Zealand dollar? Yeah, pound New Zealand dollar. Chart settings, find pound New Zealand dollar. Was that it? What were we looking at? Oh, it was pound yen. Pound, no. Getting confused here. Euro New Zealand dollar. Euro New Zealand dollar. You know what? Let's do this. The pound New Zealand dollar. I like. Well, I tell you what. We'll look at both. How about that? Euro New Zealand dollar. So let's look at Euro New Zealand dollar. Euro New Zealand dollar. Let's do one at a time. This might go a little over, but I want to see if I can make it with a trade. So Euro New Zealand dollar. All right, what's the first thing I want to do? Remember, I want to figure out where my support and resistance are. So let's do that. I'm going to open up this guy. I'm going to make it so we can kind of, whoops. What do we do? Make it so we can see the bars. I'm going to squish them up. Now, when I do it on a pair that I trade a lot, I go back more than 90 days to put the support and resistance on. But for our purposes, this will be all right. So let's see. Right about here. So it's kind of stopped in here, stopped in here, stopped here, stopped in here, here. Let's get one below. You can see it stopped here, kind of stopped here, here. Get one above. Oh, we don't have a good, this is a bit much. One there, and let's do one more below. Right in here, right in here, right in here. And I guess we'll do this guy right up here. So what do we see as the trend? Trend is much clearer on this one. We get an uptrend. Oops. We could even argue that, so this is like the last 3 weeks. Last 6 weeks, we're still in an uptrend. So we're trading into an uptrend. And let's open them back up. Let's open it back up a little bit so we can see the candles. Then we want to know how much room we have to each side. So I got 5 pips down, 45 pips up. 5 pips down and 45 pips up. Oh. All right. So, and we are looking at a sell trade. So on the 2-hour, minors going up, majors coming down. I've got nice down pressure here, although green did cross over. I've got, again, mixed signal with the majors and minors on the 2-hour. And actually, if you check, the top of the hour just changed, and this guy turned up. And this is a little bit of a duck bill. That means we're going to get an up push. You see the kink on the line. More steep on this side, less steep on this side. So I'm not going to take this. I've got inconsistent signal here. One is telling me up, one is telling me down. So that's enough to pass. Let's go ahead and save this. Chart settings, file, save as, EUR, NZD. All right, we saw one more. Let's see if what we're seeing here. NZD, up, this guy, oh no, here we go. All right, pound New Zealand. Everybody's going down. We've entered the channel. Majors and minors both going down. We get a little bit of a kink here in the green line where the slope is less steep than over here. So I don't really like that. But I got the 2 orange lines going down, the 2 blue lines going up. So I got 4 points here. I've got almost sideways pressure with red on top. I like that. So let's go back and see if we've got enough on the rest of it to do something. So that was pound NZD. Again, let's do our support and resistance real quick. Oops. Horizontal line. Where does it naturally seem to stop? Right in here, right in here, right in here a little bit. Seems to stop right in here. And then down below. Right here, right here. Right in here, right in here. Now, trend, pretty clear uptrend for the last 3 weeks. Let's just take a look at the current period. I'm going to just drop one more line in here. We don't really have much. It looks like it's at a new high. How much room up and down? $19 pips down. 34 pips up. 19 and 34. All right, so on the 2-hour, I've got consistency. This looks like this. So it tells me that the 2-hour is going to push down. Pressure is up, but red is on top. And with the pound, with the 4-hour, everybody's overbought. The majors haven't pointed down yet, but they're close to pointing down. The minors are pointing down. Red, we've got up pressure with green on top. On the day chart, we are overbought. So eventually that's going to start coming down. I don't rely as much on the day when I'm taking a 1 hour trade, but I like that this is up here, and I like that red is on top. 30-minute, we're oversold. It looks like it's trying to push up. 2.5 minute is overbought. So we've got good down, down, down. My only hesitancy here is the kink in the line right here. More steep, less steep. The kink bothers me a little bit. And you can see the kink over here too. And we're trading into an uptrend. So we want to take a sell trade in an uptrend. I don't want to do it. I don't like it enough. The reasons I don't like it enough are the kink in the line. That simple. That little kink in the line is enough to scare me off. If that kink wasn't in the line, I would take this trade. But that kink in the line scares me off. So, unfortunately, gang, no trade tonight. No trade tonight. Nothing that I like good enough. So join me again tomorrow morning, 6:30 in the morning, Eastern time, and we'll try it again. So sometimes the best trade you take is the one that you don't. So if there's not a trade there, we're not going to force it. Let's see if we got any questions. Any questions, comments, concerns? All right. Thanks so much for being here. We are here to make you excellent traders and help you change your life. So that is what our mission is, and we're very good at it. So we'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for joining me. Hopefully you learned a couple things. All right. Bye-bye.